Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Ken Plays Crash Landing. So we are take 2, I guess, on expanding the smeltery. I've got a way to do it. It's kind of a modification of what I was trying to do last time. Let me break all this stuff. And I will explain it. So last time, and you can see I've been doing a lot of this. So last time, what we did, we had one seared brick, and we put it in the smeltery, and it smelted down into one seared stone, which we could pour over 2 cobblestone, and that would give us 2 seared cobblestone, which we could melt down into 2 seared stone, which I then tried to put into this, the ingot cast, which gave me 2 seared bricks, except it takes 4 bricks to make one of these, so we ended up at 50% of where we started. So what I did instead, and that's what the instructions I was reading online said to do, or I just didn't understand them, but it seemed pretty clear that's what you were supposed to do. So what I did was I went back, I did that, we got 2 of these, and then we melted it to 2 seared stone, which I then poured over 4 cobblestone, which gives me 4 of these. Which then if we went to the ingot cast, we'd end up with 4 bricks, and we'd be back to where we started. So you actually have to quadruple to get to break even. If you go beyond that though, and you do 8, so pretend that's 8, and then you end up with like 8 of these. And then if you go down into bricks, you end up with 2 of these. So it's just a bunch more steps. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sometimes I forget the little shortcuts you can do. It's just a bunch more steps to do the same thing. But we did make more, and the seared cobblestone, you can use it. You see I had one here. You can use it to make the smeltery higher, but I didn't just want to make it higher. I also need those bricks because I need to make more components. So when we did this the first time, we had to put the drain here, and I had to put this thing down in the ground because we only were 1 high. But that's really not what you want. You really want your drain up higher. So we've got 1 drain, and I'm going to make, not that many, I'm going to make 8 more. And I need 8 of these. And we need 2 of these, right? Because we've got 1. And we've got 2 of these, so I need 6. I'll just do this. 6. Oh no, I made too many. We only needed 8 of those. Is that going to mess me up? I think I have everything. So, what we normally would do when we build a smeltery is put the drains on the 2nd level. And I'll explain why I'm making so much here. And then I'm going to put tables here, and tables there, and these here. And now we'll make it higher. So that's why I wanted the bricks. I knew the seared cobblestone was going to make it higher, but I need more drains and tables and things, because it doesn't do any good being higher if you can only pour one thing at a time. What do we got? 1 more level? Oh, you know what? I needed that other... Did I get it? Yes. Excellent. Okay. So now, boom, we've got a whole bunch of space here, and it's kind of hard to tell. If I put that there, maybe you can see. We can scroll that much. So why do we need so much? Well, there are times where we need to pour these blocks, so that's what I've got these here. I can stand here and manually pour blocks. There's also times I need to automate, so that's what this is for. I already got those ingot casts. And those 2 tables were an accident. And I've got my Steve's factory cable down here. So I'll have this set up to pull automatically out of those. And I made 2 more redstone clocks. So I can put these here. And if we just dump a ton of stuff in here, it's going to make ingots and it's going to go straight into the barrels. So that'll be our automation when we need to make ores for now. But I also need to make tools. In fact, I already made a shovel, but I just made a bone shovel. But I really want to make an excavator, which is what we're going to do next. And so I don't want to have to switch, and then this is set to pull it automatically, and I'm going to make like a head for the excavator, and it's going to suck it in. I'll have to go find it. So this over here is for making tools, which is why it's by this. So anytime I want to use this or that, I just have to break all those redstone clocks. So we're kind of multi-purpose. So the very next thing we're going to do, well, we're going to make an excavator. Let me show you around a little bit. I went ahead and moved the farm. I've been making a whole bunch of rubber trees. Moved the farm back here. I stole all the rest of the glass out of the ship and made some windows, so that's cool. I've still got these I haven't planted yet because I don't have enough dirt. These are duplicates of what's planted. Each row, there's a front and a back. So I've got 2 things in every row, and I need more dirt to make more rows. I haven't tried to make any new food. I'm also setting up back here to expand because we're going to need more room soon. So you can see I can see in here, so that's nice. Shifted stuff over just so my door is going to be here. Added a couple more things here. That one actually doesn't work because there's not enough inventory cable. I made the shovel because I went and got a bunch more iron, or a bunch more dust to sift because I need more iron to keep doing stuff. So that's pretty much what's going on there. So yeah, I think I covered it all. So back over here, I want to make an excavator. And in order to make the excavator, though, I have to upgrade the table because, well, it's not here. There is no excavator to pick. So we've got to get, I think it's like 2 blocks of iron. It's a lot of iron. I don't have nearly enough iron. It's the tool forge. Oh, 4 blocks of iron. See, that's even worse. I don't have anywhere near that much iron. So I'm going to be basically just hanging out waiting for all that dust to sift. And I'm going to get more iron. And then I'll be able to just start feeding it over here. And we will be back once I get enough iron to upgrade the tool forge. Okay, we got the last iron. What I've been doing, what you can do to speed it up is stand here and help the autonomous activator sift. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it's the same thing, but it should be the same thing. Okay. And I did program the Steves to suck those in. 2 other things. One, make sure you put lights up there. I had to go back after I stopped filming and pillar up with some cobblestone, and I put a couple glowstone up there because the mobs can spawn up that high. And the other thing, between the last pack, or between the last episode and this one, the pack updated. So we went from 1.12 to 1.13. And when I booted up for the first time, my mini-map was like this, which I don't like it because it covers up the numbers right on top of the Wayla. So I just turned my mini-map back on, and now I've just noticed that it shows mobs on there, and I'm pretty sure it didn't do that before. Well, I'm positive it didn't do that before. So now you can see mobs, which is interesting. There's been some other changes to it. I was looking at the changelog. I guess there's more cities and there's towns now. There's like a town that's supposed to be to the north that's close, and there's some other ones, and I think they can like randomly generate. Most of the stuff that hasn't affected me because I haven't got that far, or it's stuff where I don't think it matters. Okay, so there goes that. We are going to take this with us. And 9. There we go. Believe it was that and this and this. Yes. And luckily I happened to have exactly the right number of seared bricks. Where's this thing at? Okay, so now we have an excavator. So we need the that and the head and the big binding. How many? We don't have any stencils. Is it wood? No. There you go. Okay, we need... tough rod, and the tough binding, and the plate, and the excavator head. So these take 8 material, 3, and 3. So I need 16 of whatever that's going to be, and then 3 and 3. We're obviously not going to make it out of iron. Let me pause for a minute and figure out what materials I want to use. Okay, I've been going through the book here, trying to look at what's good and what I actually have, which is the hard part. I looked at the copper. I think I'm just going to go with the bronze. That's probably about the best thing that I can make easily right now, which is just 10 in copper. So, first thing, we need to break this. Get all that going. Get rid of this. Need some stone. Not sure. Yeah, I'll just take a stack. Get rid of that. Oh, I can't get rid of it. That's too bad. Eat something. Oh, that wasn't much. Am I on... No, I'm only eating it twice. Okay. The other thing I think we'll do... Yeah, I can just use one bucket. Oh. Didn't know there'd be a hole there. Okay. I'm going to make 2 more of those. We'll be back. I don't want to make you watch that, but we'll be back once I make 2 more obsidian. Okay, we're back. I had to add 1 more 10 to get the bronze. I also cooked up a bunch of gold there. And I got my 3 obsidian. Let's see. I want this one, right? So I think I'm going to make the tool rod out of obsidian. So that's that. And then the rest of the stuff we're going to make out of the bronze. Now I put the gold on the bottom, so we're going to pour the gold out as our cast. Okay, then we're going to switch to the bronze. You just click on whatever you want to go to the bottom. And it should be... That should take 19 to do that. I'm going to put these in here. You don't need these. You can just throw them away. Okay. So we're going to put our excavator together. If I look at what I'm doing. There we go. Reinforced 3. One other thing, and I talked about this a long time ago, you can turn stone into mossy stone. Actually. Oh. Did I not bring out 18? Okay, well, I'll fix that off camera. The other thing I wanted to do, of course, this is not upgraded. This one is. I've got a modifier. And that's how you make it auto repair. I'm just using this now instead of the other one because it's better. I'll make another moss off camera because I want to have it ready for the excavator. For now, actually, let me just pause and we'll come back when I'm ready to dig. Okay, I don't want to dig big holes inside my wall, so I'm just going to come over here. And I think this thing goes easier to just go this way. And I spent a lot of iron making this, but I just need so many resources, and it takes too long to get dust. And eventually we're going to have better ways to do this, but the excavator is just the way to go. I had to make the shovel just as a short term to get dust to make the excavator. So you can see, look, that's a lot of dust we got real fast. And I even missed some. And we haven't taken that much durability either. Can't tell where I am. So I'm going to do this for a little bit until my inventory is full, and then we'll be back. Okay, I stopped only because it was about to get dark. So we've got a pretty good amount of dust there. Oh, I don't have a barrel full of dust anymore, do I? Okay. I could probably set something up to automate that, but that's no big deal. Okay, so that was two of the things that we wanted to get done. I wanted to expand the smeltery, get the excavator, get some more dust going, because we're going to need more iron to make conveyors, which is going to be our next step. Because I want to switch over the mob spawner. One of the things, I think those ender creepers are hitting the water and then they're teleporting around, and I haven't been killed by one yet, but I imagine I will eventually. And the other thing is, when I've gone up there, of course, it's only too high, so Endermen won't spawn, and I'd like to get Ender Pearls, but there are big things up there spawning, and it's killing them because their head's in the ceiling. So I really want that to be 3 or 4 high so we can get some bigger stuff coming down here. So for now, I'm just going to basically wait. I'll probably go over and help that thing out, but I need to get some more iron, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're still waiting on iron. I'm going to try something else I read online. I took my excavator and I went out and got a little more dust, and I've got a modifier, and I just I had to cook up some more bronze to repair it. We're potentially going to waste 2 diamonds here, but let's see. I need 1 more stick. Let's hope this works. I don't have that many diamonds. Allegedly, if you get your hammer ranked up or leveled up, and it's not luck or silk touch, which I got reinforced, you can add a diamond hammer. Ah. Okay. Smashing, yes. Now, I don't know entirely what that's going to do with dust. I'm guessing... Here, let me get a little... I set the Steves up to pull dust out of this chest and stick it in there, so I can just drop dust in there. I don't think this is going to do anything for this. Maybe it will, but I don't think so. Right, that's what I expected. But if we had a hammer, and we did that to cobblestone, so let me get some cobblestone. Let's make another hammer. Oh, I already had 2 in here. Okay. Getting dark, it's okay. So if we had some cobblestone here, and we smash this up into some gravel, that wouldn't work, right? No, surely not. I thought that would go to dust then. I'm a little confused what that does. Let me look it up, because I think I read something wrong again. Okay, I think I understand. I had expected that to turn into dust from sand, because that's what the hammer would do. What it's supposed to do, if we were sifting gravel and we had the gravel ore, you can combine it together and get the gravel ore blocks and put them down, and then take your hammer and smash them into like the sand ore, and then you could combine those and then smash those into the dust ore, and then you'd smelt the dust ore. This thing, if you put those blocks down, it acts like the hammer, but it's also an excavator, so it does 9 at a time. I thought it would work on regular blocks, and if I put down 9 gravel, it would smash it into 9 sand. I mean, it did, but the hammer would have done that, right? Yeah, okay, that's it. God. I know some of you are like, oh my god, he doesn't know what he's doing. You're right, I don't. Okay. Right. I had in my head what was going to happen, and then I confused myself. Okay, so if I had a shovel, and I shovel this, I get gravel, right? If my excavator didn't have that upgrade, I would get gravel. But instead I got sand. So it's an excavator and it's the hammer. I don't know why I thought it was going to go from sand to dust. I had it in my head that the excavator already did that, but no. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to do. We can turn gravel into sand, but 9 at a time. And this, once I level it up again, I can put my moss on it that I already made, and we won't have to keep making hammers. That's the advantage. Okay. Sorry for the confusion. I am going to do this. Let's see how much iron we have. Probably not enough. 21. It's okay. It might be enough to get started. And eventually we will be sifting gravel. You actually have a higher chance of getting iron from gravel, but it's more labor intensive for me to get gravel right now. Let's let that smelt up, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. I was just checking to see what all I needed. And I've had a bunch of rubber here. And we've got a little bit of iron, which I think is going to be enough. We can make a lot of conveyor. I don't really, well, let's just do it all. It seems like a lot, but it goes fast. So I'm still waiting on more iron, but... So what I need to do is I need to get up there and get in the mob grinder. And there's a bunch of mobs, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Number 1, we want it to be daylight. Number 2, I want some lights. I'm not going to need either of those or that. I'm going to need my pickaxe, gun, that. We won't need this yet. I'm going to take my jetpack in case I need to make a quick getaway. Once I get up here, I'll be close enough that they shouldn't keep spawning. And if we wait a while, they should fall down. And if I go to the middle, which is right here, hopefully. Oh. Okay. And most of those blocks, they're either going to drop on the ground, or if they fall in the water, it's going to go down and get sucked up by my vacuum hopper. Actually, I don't want that. I'm trying to leave one little ledge all the way around in case there's spiders. They won't be able to climb up to me. Once we get enough light in here, we'll shoot who's remaining and then jump in there and get some lights. Looks like there's only a couple in there still, so that's good. And of course, we're going to raise the height of the roof anyway, so... Okay, looks like we got them all. So I can drop down. We'll use our F7 here. Just make me a little way to get around. And you can see there's zombie flesh in here. I think that some of the tall zombies were coming in and then dying because the roof's too short. I'll just make our path the rest of the way. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm just going to stop the video here. I'm going to knock the whole roof off and we'll go up a level, maybe 2 levels, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to do the conveyor. I'll also get rid of the water. Okay, we're back. I started to put the roof on and then I remembered how I did it the first time where I did everything and then put the roof on. So I filled in the hole here and I'm sure we're not going to have enough conveyor to do what I want, but at the very least we'll be able to do this. I'm going to leave that off for the time being. And this will work the same way. The mobs will do a 2 drop without a problem. Oh, how did I end up here? This should have been back here. I should be able to get out of that. There we go. And they'll drop on there and I'll cut the hole in when I'm done. And the advantage is, since it's not water, nothing will hit water and spawn away, and so we made the ceiling high enough, we'll be able to get basically all the mobs. Okay. Then this is usually a little challenging, so we're just going to kind of cheat. How many conveyors do I have? Might be able to do a little bit more. I also got to keep my eye on the sun. Shouldn't have done that. We'll put these back for now. So going down. Yes. I definitely don't want to get caught up here after dark. Okay, so we'll be back in the morning. Okay, we're back up here. I've been putting the conveyors, got them all done, cut the hole in the middle. I've got enough to just do a little bit. It would have been nice to have, that's the tricky part right there, is trying to get that. It would have been nice to be able to do a little more, but that's okay. Okay. And that's why I wanted to get rid of all the lights down there. So let me finish the roof up and then we'll be back. Okay, so you can see it's all red inside, except for right here, of course. So we'll do a little drop down. I can already see a skeleton spawning, so having the conveyors in the middle should just help the mobs get down a little bit faster, and the faster we can get them down here and kill them, the more we'll be able to spawn up there. I'm hoping to see something new. Definitely should be able to see Enderman coming down. So far, nothing exciting. Oh, see, he's in there. Normally, he would have teleported away and he would have been shooting around. So, that's excellent. I'll get Ender Pearls from him, even if I don't get Enderman. That's exactly what I wanted to see, though, with those ender creepers. It's hard to tell on the mini-map because I'm right on top of it, if it's a spider or an enderman. Oh, another ender creeper. Oh, that's perfect. Is that a bigger zombie? It looked like it. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not sure what other cool things we'll get in here, but I think we've reached a good wrapping up point. We got done everything I wanted to get done on this episode. What I'm going to do between this episode and next is I'm going to go ahead and build this building out. Get us some more space. Oh yeah, see, we would have never got him before. Get us some more space over here, because we're going to need that very soon, and I'm going to keep sifting a ton of dust and try to get us a whole bunch of iron because we have enough of everything else. So until next time, I will see you then.